than we usually do. Today we will be comparing the new Trackmaster and the old Trackmaster. We're going to be scoring these on a test of strength, speed, and which is more accurate. So, first we'll start off with Thomas. So this is the old Thomas, and this is the new Thomas. So, the old Thomas, is more accurate. It has the lamp iron and the buffers are painted, which the new one does not. And the cab, well, the boiler for the new Thomas, the tanks and boiler are too long. And the, let's see, lamp irons are thinner on the old version and more round on the old version. And so we have some quite differences. The coal load, there's nothing on the back. And the coal bunker, the bunker is not exactly the right shape. It's too short on the new one, but this one I think may be the right size. So now we're going to test their strength. So, first we'll see how many cars of these can Thomas pull. Alright, we'll try 8. Nope. 7. Alright. 6 cars and the old Thomas pulls 6 freight cars. It's really struggling to pull 6. So, alright, now, how much can the new Thomas pull? And we'll couple this up and around to here. Nope, and it can't pull it. We're gonna have, so the old Thomas is stronger. 5. No. Still no. 4. No. Still, it won't pull it. 3. And let's see. No. And it stalled with 3. And 2 freight cars. It's having trouble over there. So, this is, I would have to say, in terms of strength, this is quite an embarrassment, I would have to say, for Trackmaster, because this engine, the old Thomas pulled 3 times as much as the new Thomas. Trackmaster should be embarrassed, in my opinion, and it's now done for the strength test. Thomas versus Thomas. So we're going to test the speed. First up is the old Thomas. It's doing quite at a good pace. Doing it quite well. And one more time. And now time for the new Thomas. And the new Thomas is much faster. So, and that's it for Thomas and the old Thomas versus the new Thomas. Which do you prefer? So, now we're going to do old Percy versus new Percy. So, first off with the looks, I would have to say this is definitely, the most accurate. The new Percy is the most accurate. It's got the boiler bands here. The stripes on the boiler are colored, which they aren't on the new one, but the whistle, I'm afraid, well, the safety valves are not painted. And the safety valves are painted on the old version. So, the buffers are not painted on the new one, and on the old one, they are painted. But it has kind of gone away due to years of play. So, really nice. The bunker on the new one I would have is too short. It needs to stick out. So that is, the bunker is too short. And this is correct here. Now the cab is, well, on the new one, is too short. So, and, well, the boiler is a slight bit too long. And in the TV series, it should extend a little bit more. That neither version has it right on how far the buffer beam extends from the smoke box, which it's a little bit shorter than the new Percy and a little bit longer than the old one. Well, now we're going to move on to the test of strength. Let's couple these up. Let's see how many the old Percy can pull. Nope. Let's try, we'll do 6 and see if Percy can pull that. No. So, Percy is a little bit weaker than Thomas. I would like to point out the old Percy is quite old, so it's the oldest one I have, so may not be really strong or run really well. Try 2. Let's we'll move on to the new Percy and see how much it can pull. Can it pull 4? No. Still stuck. 3, 2, and 2 again. So they are even, and Percy is stuck again, is about to stall. So, well, they both could only pull 2 cars. So, now we're moving on, and I will not be comparing Edward because I do not have the older Edward, the old version of Edward. So, let's reset this here just a minute. So, now we'll move on to Gordon. And I forgot to do the speed test. So, yeah, the old Percy is kind of sluggish, but I think that could be linked to Percy's age. The Percy there is the oldest Trackmaster that I have. I would like to point out. So, it's at least 9 years old. So that is a... And now it's going on. Takes it a while to warm up. But now he's off. So really nice, and we'll give it one more time. It is going quite smoothly. And time for the new Percy. And he's off. And it is quite fast. Look at that thing go. So, we'll give it one more time after this one. So the new Percy is much faster. Look how fast it's a rocket. So, now we'll move on to Gordon, which I won't be doing Edward, as I said before, since I don't have the older version. So if we look at the old version and the new Gordon and the old Gordon, well, first of all, the new Gordon is much too short. It's too short. So, it's much too short, and the older version is the right size. So, definitely a lot of difference, and the old version has the windows are yellow, and on the old one, they aren't. They are supposed to have this yellow window frame around them. On the new one, they don't have the window frame, and on the old one, they have the window frame. So, correction there. The buffers are not painted on the new version, and the face is too small. And on the old version, the buffers are painted, and well, the dome on the new version, the handrails are too large, and on the old version, they're nice and thin. So, definitely, I could probably pull a boatload more differences. The cab here, it should stick out there, but it doesn't. On the old one, it sticks out like that, like it should be, and on the new one, it doesn't. So, I could probably spend the next 5 minutes talking about the differences, but, well, let's move on to the strength test. Well, First up is the old Gordon, and from my little time having this is, well, quite strong, and it's out. So 9 freight cars. So Gordon has pulled all 9 freight cars. The old Gordon, all 9, and it slips. These switches always tend to be a little bit of trouble, but it's doing it. I think it'll run a little bit better with 8. So, and Gordon pulled all 8. The old Gordon pulled all 8. So definitely a really strong engine. Now let's try the new Gordon. Let's couple it up and go. And it just won't pull it. Now we'll try it half the size. Still won't. And that's half the train I took off there. So in terms of strength, these new Trackmasters, so if you want something that is really strong, get the old version. But if you want something that seems to be faster, get the new version. So, can it do it with 2? So only 2 cars versus 8 freight cars. Give it a little. 1 freight car. 1 freight car. 1 freight car. And it can only pull 1 freight car. And it's still having trouble. So, these new Trackmaster engines, no doubt, are much weaker than the old version. So, if you want something that can haul a huge train, get this. If you want something that is fast, get the new. So, now on to the speed test, and first up, we'll have the old Gordon. And it takes off at a pretty good pace. And now for the new one. And it takes off really quick. And look at it go. So, well, what can I say? Simply, well, what do you think is better? Do you think, so if you want something that is much stronger and higher quality, get the old version. It is kind of hard to find, but it would be worth it in the end. But when I get these, it's always worth it in the end. So, but this new one, I'm starting to wonder if getting this was really worth it. Because it is quite weak. But it is quite fast, which is the thing I didn't like about the old version. So, if you want something that's fast and is really quiet, get the new version. So, but if you want something that is stronger and more accurate, well, get the old version. So, go in the comment section below and say, what do you think is better? And we would love to have your opinion. And, well, what can I say? Well, They are both pretty good in their ways, and, well, this is Zachary Tinkle, signing out.